Illness tells us what we are. An Italian proverb speaks to those that panic their way through today's society trying to figure out how to seem normal. Living with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, is harder than people on the outside looking in and seem to think. Having this disorder can prevent some from having normal lives, while causing some just to live with it day by day and get called strange or eccentric by others. I feel that I'm qualified to speak on this subject because of how much I've researched it. My purpose is to inform the audience on the effects of OCD in the lives of those diagnosed with it. A few results of OCD that can change a person's life are needing everything to be perfect, having off-putting social behaviors, and rituals that are instilled in their everyday lives. Sometimes I think that the only wall built up between being normal and being different is OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder alters the chemical reactions in the brain so that a normal person just feels frumpy or cramped because the room is dirty, while those with OCD feel stressed to the point of a breakdown where they can potentially harm themselves or others. A room in their house might never be dirty, but instead stay perfect in every way. You might open a cabinet in this person's house and find that all of their dishes have been placed in descending color order according to the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. Or along with the weird arrangement of dishes, they have everything they own labeled with their initials: pens, pencils, sugar packets, toilet paper rolls, anything you can think of. It's labeled. Having to have everything laced and trimmed with ultimate perfection is just one of many burdens people with OCD can obtain. People with this disorder are often social outcasts, with few family members willing to spend time with them and even fewer friends. According to research done by Kristen McClure of North Carolina, one of the most common effects of OCD is difficulty interacting with others. Some are unable to order at restaurants because they don't want to cause anyone to waste time by stuttering when they order and have to start over. They will start to feel like there's no oxygen in the room and everyone is staring at them. Others often have phrases that they say a certain number of times before they say anything. And sometimes they have to do things in odd sequences that seem logical to them, but no one else. Like grabbing a coffee cup and putting it on the counter, then pouring the sugar in the coffee into a plastic bag and shaking it up, and then pouring it into the cup. These strange behaviors send potential friends running for the hills, all because these behaviors do not fall under the definition of normal. The main thing that separates a person with obsessive compulsive disorder from a regular person without any noticeable disorders or blemishes are the rituals that are a habitual part of their lives. People with obsessive compulsive disorder often cannot rid themselves of the rituals that they accustom to their everyday lives. Doctor.org defines obsession as ideas, images, and impulses that run through the person's mind over and over again. A person with OCD doesn't want to have these thoughts, and they find them disturbing, but he or she can't control them. These rituals are results of thinking that bad outcomes will happen if they're not done every time they do a specific thing. Some examples would be when they turn on the TV and have to wipe away the static before sitting down to watch it, checking the alarm clock 10 times, knocking on a counter 4 times before taking any items over the counter, and alternating from left to right when buttoning shirts. The outcome they believe could happen from not performing these rituals could be something as crazy as a horde of angry penguins coming from under their bed to attack them in their sleep. But they believe them and are trapped in an obsessive-compulsive prison. I found on StressHelp.com that 2% of the people in our nation suffer from OCD. Citizens of the United States, as well as other countries, battle OCD every day and are looked upon like a hornet in a swarm of butterflies. Like the one oddball, even though everyone is different. OCD puts handicaps on the people affected by it. It is a parasite on an otherwise healthy being. If there was a way to pick away at the obsessive-compulsive characteristics and leave a fresh new person, then people affected by this disease could cross the line between abnormal and normal.